Yes! Well done, Watson.
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury?
Right?
Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible.
Trying to run like you can.
And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave. Who chased his own tail again? I should walk with you more often. My bag with lawn bowls for the upcoming tournament.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I'm talking like this. So all this is gonna be edited out. What's this fell on me? Oh, my headphones. Okay. Dashing. He was dashing. Okay. So unlike in Crimes and Punishment, we didn't really get to explore Baker Street, let alone the outside court, and now we can. It's good. Fun. No, not really.
Hi, so real quickly, if you allow Hearst to kill Marsh, then Dr. Fisher will be the one to send you a letter. However, if Holmes was the one to kill Marsh instead of Hearst, then Hearst will be the one to send you a letter. And I actually prefer that ending because it actually gives you an update of what happens afterwards with Hearst.
No. Is 8 years old. His clothes are well worn and have multiple patches, neatly applied. Tom parents are concerned for his well-being. His pale skin indicates that he is suffering from malnutrition. Reuben Fisher is a young man of 25 and already a confident physician. He is well educated, mannered, and a member of a hunting club. His clothes indicate that he is financially wealthy. Lord Marsh is a wealthy man who holds a high position in society, indicated by his expensive clothes and valuable gold ring. He has dedicated his life to helping the poor.
Holmes, are you really sure you want to wear that?
This? Everyone dresses like this at the club.
Shouldn't we hurry to the bowling club?
I didn't do any of that because I was trying to do this. I ended up skipping the dialogue. Oops. That means the silence is now open to everyone. Do you believe that someone within the player is out of their mind? Are you really experiencing the you are, or perhaps you are, why am I not able to stay good? Or perhaps you are yourself and stay in the middle. When you have a definition, with each you guarantee that you or any of your teams choose questions and success. We boost both a current success rate of 93.3%. Contact Dr. Herbert West in any
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
So yeah, as I here.
Mr. Holmes, you played very well yesterday. I'm obliged to you, Sir Charles. I play many outdoor sports. That's the key to my success. My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me.
Really? Mr. Holmes, would you like to see the first prize? A rare stone Mayan quiche calendar. Mayan quiche? Indeed. Their legendary king, Tekun Uman, has his statue just behind you. Although this one is a cast metal copy. That? Oh. Well, since only members may enter the clubhouse, we have exhibited the calendar outside. Please, explore.
The statue of Tekun Uman.
When you said quiche, I read that up.
This statue is made of metal.
Good luck, Holmes.
I'd like to win the Mayan calendar. It's a beautiful work of art.
Bro, this dude looks younger than you.
Only club members have access.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad you are my opponent for the final. People call me Arthur the Invincible. So I wish you good luck.
I lost to the quarterfinals, but the green was wet.
Arthur is in the final with you know who? Mr. Sherlock Holmes. How exciting!
Nothing, Kevin? Nothing at all. Okay. Keep it easy.
What a beautiful day for November.
The first prize, the Mayan quiche calendar. What a spectacular season. The great tournament of the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club.
It's a great final. Did you see the first prize?
I think, don't quote me on it. What they call bowling, or bowl, I think it's called bocce ball, or swing. I could be wrong. However, I did play a similar game. I think
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Are you ready to begin the final game?
Yes, let's start the final.
spells. Hold on. Don't hit. Don't hit. Dang it. Yeah. You must not. So impressed. I think they get 3 points. Oops. 3 rounds, I believe. Not as far as the last one, I think, maybe. Nope, same spot. Not close enough. Oh, you actually got it. One closer. Who asked you? Damn it. You're gonna hit mine, aren't you? Sure. That's why you're still further away. That was that good! I suck at your job. Oh no, God, that's close. I'm gonna have to, I did not take that away yet. That's power. Ah, no. There wasn't no power. Come on, what kind of throw was that? Ooh, that was a good one. I forgot. A little bit too much. Ooh, don't hit. No, it's still a little bit too much power. It's a little bit too much power. Just a little bit. Just a little. This is long. You guys are terrible. Too much. No, I lost that round. You're not supposed to hit the ball. Yay! It's been a while since I played this game. And now mine is still closer to this. I just keep putting too much power in it. I'm really not trying to, I swear. Hi. Hey. Not enough power.
Congratulations on your game, Mr. Holmes. Exceptional. The awards ceremony will be tomorrow morning. See you then to receive your prize of the calendar. I trust you will be there as well, Dr. Watson?
Unfortunately, I'll be unable to attend tomorrow. Duty calls.
Ah, what a pity.
Let's go home.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Holmes. My congratulations, Mr. Holmes.
Okay. Whew, I actually got it. I'm actually glad that even though I hit the patong, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. I could be incorrectly. It's been 10 years, almost 10 years. A little under 10 years since or over 10 years since I played bocce ball. But yeah. I was kind of scared that I might have accidentally lost that round because I hit it, but I guess not. I guess it's okay if you hit it. It's okay. As long as it's not out of bounds.
Oh, Daddy!
Hello,
Why is he in
Mr.
this
Bouvier.
house?
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume!
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh, I do!
Caitlin, come on. Show some respect for your father.
is Sherlock Holmes' new neighbor. She is young and beautiful, and she seems to relate well to children, but she is still not married. The love token that she wears alludes to her connection with the criminal world. She suffered a difficult past. Her scars indicate that she survived a suicide attempt. Judging by her jewelry, she's interested in occult science.
You know, Father, Miss Alice was telling me all about her travels. She has already toured the world with her own father.
Your daughter is exquisite.
And just to think that she was aboard the Orient Express when it was attacked. What a dream.
Indeed.
She's so creative and imaginative. And that reminds me, would you allow Caitlin to visit me so that she can practice playing the piano?
Review, case education, blame piano music.
What a poor choice of instrument. I hate the piano. I'd rather her not.
Oh, Father, why did you say that?
Caitlin, we are neighbours. We'll meet again. Until then, I shall leave you with this book.
Thank you, Miss Alice.
The Mayan calendar is the first prize for the bowls and competition. Yeah, that should have been.
That's not the one I need.
Really?
That's not the one I need.
Really? History. The Mayan Empire, centered in the tropical lowlands, the region nowadays known as Guatemala, had reached the peak of its power and influence around the 6th century AD. The Mayan excelled at agriculture, pottery, hieroglyphic writing, calendar creation, and mathematics, leaving behind them an astonishing record of architecture and symbolic artwork. The principal nation of pre-conquest Guatemala was the Quiche, also known as the Maya Quiche. The name of this people means many trees taken from the forest area highlands. I don't know why I'm having reading, which they inhabited. Tucan Uman was the last ruler, and the Quiche king who fought with his army against the Spanish conquerors in the Battle of Pinal, where his chest was fatally pierced by the sword of Don Pedro de Alvarado. According to the legend, even in death, Tucan Uman continued to protect his people.
Here it is.
Yeah, I love being able to read. I'm trying to see if I should just say I would love to be able to read properly, or I enjoy not being able to read properly. You know, it's like a picture of my tongue and whatnot. Oh, why is reading hard? It's not hard, it's just talking. Talking is hard. That's the issue.
Who chased his own tail again? I should walk with you more often.
She changed Watson's room, that's for sure. Poor Watson, he just gets kicked out of his room. Oh, she's a really good artist. Ooh. Better artist than I am, that's for sure. They must teach her how to be an artist. Well, that is my artwork. Wait. Should I? wonder if I need to. Okay.
I got you.
Keep your fur to yourself. No one wants it, okay? No one wants it.
The statue did it. It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself now, Sir Charles. You've had a shock. Let the police do their duty.
What can a mere inspector like you do about it? You don't know anything.
A mere inspector? Phew. And now here comes Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Really? And to think I only came here for my prize.
I know, Holmes. I saw your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me?
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I am a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning. There. Now, don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector.
I hate it. I hate this voice actor. I'm so sorry. I actually prefer Crimes and Punishment's voice actor. I rather prefer them. So I guess the only ones who stayed the same was Wiggins and Mrs. Hudson, or at least the sound like Wiggins and Mrs. Hudson. But I can forgive. I can forgive the new voice actors for the characters in Devil's Daughter. I just cannot forgive Watson. He is a completely different person. He aged like 30 years. It's he not 30 years forward, but 30 years backwards. He
What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air. Well, take a look for yourself.
Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside.
What's he doing with the pencil?
You're still here.
What happened between us, Lestrade? I thought we had something. You love me and I love you. What is up with this cold distance, huh? What did I do? What did I ever do to you, Lestrade? Lestrade, please talk to me.
The surface is damaged. Traces of metal on stone. The iron mounting rod is broken.
Now, I do understand that that some of the video games are based off of different stories from the Sherlock Holmes short stories. I'm just not sure which one because I haven't had a pleasure of being able to read any of the Sherlock Holmes short stories, but I really do want to.
Pieces from the pedestal. A piece of the statue's mounting rod. Traces of metal on stone. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Scratches on the stone. A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Only club members have access.
You make me a club member. I can have full access. I am Sherlock Holmes, after all.
Sir Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and well, I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
Sir Charles Yellingham is the manager of the London Archaeological Institute Bowling Club. He was formerly a soldier with prestigious infantry. A married man, Sir Charles appears to be rich, but his wealth is superficial. He is politically engaged with the Tory party and seems to have an active social life.
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He was a club member, and an excellent bowler.
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
Sir Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course. But to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police.
I shall get the warrant then.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Ooh. He looks like Garrow.
Zachariah. These drawings represent the Mayan symbols.
Oh man, when I was reading through this, when I first did this is actually a puzzle you had to figure out. I basically got the correct answer, but I switched my answer at the last minute, at the last second, and I got it wrong. So when I skipped it, it was the answer I was going to use. I was so angry because it took me over an hour trying to figure out the stupid puzzle, and I was angry. I was super angry.
The case is scratched and dented. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal.
$9.50.
Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. Money was left inside the wallet. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed.
What did the police say? Do you know anything?
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
And what about the statue?
Well, no idea yet. I imagine a thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped?
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version, but...
Please, go on.
He said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground and... Believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then.
Dang. Okay. Surprised sound effects are coming through here.
No, it wasn't like that.
How? What do you mean, no, it wasn't that like this? Oh, so the guy. Ah, got it.
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tikkun Uman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall. If I believed Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Pretty on though, you know, without the dead body though. It's fall. It's fall. Only those pretty autumn leaf colors will show up. I love fall. It's beautiful. Or autumn, whatever.
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more.
Again, what's wrong? Poor me. Don't you love me anymore? You used to kiss my feet every single time you saw me.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
Calm down.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
See how much more improved Scotland Yard looks here? We got that white, yellow light. Yeah, that's why I like it.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
The Mayan calendar. Here's a chance to have a closer look. Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal.
And from Pencil Zachariah.
Tissot watch. Swiss. 1855. An ordinary pencil. Money was left inside the wallet. Oh, Zacharias had already translated some symbols. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs. They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message. Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy. It's not only a calendar, it's a curse. Zacharias Greystoke, a member of the club, was killed as the curse decreed.
Okay. Whew.
So when I first played this game, like my first playthrough of this game, this puzzle took me forever to figure out. Like, I spent 2 hours. Actually, I know, I didn't even figure it out. I spent 2 hours on it before I gave up, and when I clicked skip, it literally just said, oh yeah, you just needed this one word and you would have gotten it right. 2 hours, I couldn't figure it out. I'm glad the second time around I, stuck to it. I actually tried over and over again. Took me a long time, but I eventually was able to figure it out the second time I played this game.
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection. The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage.
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body.
Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death.
These scars are old. This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person. It's possible that the link between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I'll need a search warrant.
Hi.
We'll need to get a search warrant to investigate the club.
Let me in. How did we do that from over there?
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favor to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
Let's try. This is Robin. Lestrade is exhausted. He didn't sleep well last night. He has been drinking wine. Now he has a headache. Cleaning his gun suggests that he's in a good mood. He keeps the lady's perfume handkerchief as a memento. Mrs. Robin, the wife of a British councilman, might be connected with Lestrade's present condition.
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonourable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
So he refused to give you the search warrant?
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
I'm curious to know how you obtained this warrant.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't open out, but we just get transported out, sort of. You know, just whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna shut up. We'll just leave that. Any place that has auto.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key, but I do protest.
And what is your problem? Nothing?
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Why won't the police say anything? We have a right to know the truth.
Maybe? I don't know. I'm not a wood person. The chairs. Oh, the chairs.
Zacharias Greystoke. Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament. It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club. I wonder who this man is. The photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it.
Like, look how pretty those chairs are. I just love it. Sweet.
Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard. The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson. Charles Yellingham has a large family.
March 1881. James F. son, William Sir Charles Yellingham. We acknowledge receipt of your items, namely 458 grams of solid gold from his heart, gold Guatemala statue. We agree to purchase this item. Money will be paid within 48 hours from receipt of this letter. Although this transaction is entirely legal, we do assure you that it will remain confidential. And move off, are we? Dear Sir Charles, please be advised that we have successfully transferred a new tranche to your club account. However, the payment period has been reduced to 1 month in the sum of credit of 1,000 euros due to present overdue amount. Is that euros or is that pounds? No, that's pounds. Euro is the other one. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's pounds, 1,000 pounds. If you wish to review your account, you should contact the bank manager directly, Mr. Black, bookkeeper for Lloyd's Bank. Anyone else anything on this? Good. For Mr. Oliver or Olivier? Is it Olivier? The company director of Royal Parties to organize the award ceremony for Bowling Club's most recent competition. To the estimation of requirements for guest night, 20 cases of champagne, dinner for 40, reserved from the restaurant, a local musical ensemble to provide entertainment, 30 flower arrangements for table decorations, invitations for guests. I know this could be quite expensive, but do please allow me a period of weeks to settle the payment. As you recall, you were a generous grant on the previous occasion. Thanking you in advance. Charles Yellingham, Whitney Lovely, Chief Accountant of Lloyd's Bank. Dear Sir Charles, our records show that you are once again rich, and this for the 4th time in paying the credit you have with our house. Any delays in payment result in a fine of 5 to 10 euros. After today's proposal, we agree to keeping part of the club collection in payment of the credit, which will be sold in private auction. All raised monies will be referred to your credit amount.
Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank.
Yellingham, as I said here in front of everyone, you cannot give away this calendar. I want to study it. We have their war ceremony. I have already warned the other one of this. Zacharias Greystoke.
A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim.
Sir Charles had the time and opportunity to be prepared for his victim's fate. Sir Charles said the statue is Chupon Umar Sir Charles is made the money statue. He's either Limey or the money statue was somebody else.
The late Mr. Bromsby's collection.
Blinkhorn. Even the dagger is here. The dagger of Mithras. Isn't that awesome?
The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection.
Oh, he had passed. Oh.
The late Mr. Smith's collection. The late Mr. Sutherland's collection. The late Mr. Roberts' collection.
I wish they would tell you the year. That way you can know how long it's been. Hmm. Mhm. 1881. No, this is old. It's old because he died in 1895. See? So it's definitely after 1895. This one. But what year is it? Oh well. Oof.
These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection.
Ooh, wee.
This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut. It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune. These antiques look quite valuable. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead.
Sir Charles designed his first death in order to obtain a sell off his collection. Sir Charles could sell any of their collection
This metal globe is very impressive. Some bits are missing. Some bits are missing. Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
But in fact you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
Oh, all the items are from our club members.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Yes, but it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death.
First of all, Lincoln, he's dead. Turn off my AC. Excuse me.
I do hope that bone has no connection to Watson's medical practice. I wonder who this man is. It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath. Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth. Aha. There's another person in the photograph.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, do you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America! Brilliant, Watson!
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. That's poor Mr. Albeit. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
Keaton's.
Sorry, I'm working. I can't open the door.
Liar.
Keaton Street. Gumballs Road. Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's the street going up the hill, not far from here.
Gumballs Road.
Just leave the post on the doorstep.
Possum Street.
That's the name of my mom's cat.
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I don't know.
Cranny Street. Cranny Street. Grub Street. Grub Street. Horse of Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador, I believe. Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
Fresh scratches. Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
A furnace for melting metal. Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Takun Umar.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here?
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Ah, reassuring.
Bernard Marley is not yet 45 of age. He is the founder, director, and a member of the Archaeological Club. He is negligent and most likely lives alone. Bernard is a superstitious man as indicated by the many amulets upon his person. It is clear that he spends a great deal of time seated at his office desk and working with sharp tools and mechanical oil. His work requires concentration. He requires spectacles for close work.
Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albiet's disease worsened suddenly. There was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless. Even in the beyond, there is no escape.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go?
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
But in fact, you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No! It's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Charles Yellingham is the killer. He took advantage of the cursed legend in order to kill Zacharias Greystoke, and so obtaining the Benedict collection. Sir Charles merely imagined a worrying statue to cover his crime. Sir Charles killed for money and power to obtain Zacharias' antique collection. He must go to jail. Sir Charles killed under the impression of being put to death. He is a prisoner of his own life who is under pressure of career and family.
Sir Charles, I believe that it's time to pass on the leadership of your club to someone else.
I don't understand.
You were charged with the murder of Zacharias Greystoke. You murdered him for money and to further your career.
What? This is an outrage. I have powerful connections. You will regret this.
Sir Charles, I believe that it's time to pass on the leadership of your club to someone else.
I don't understand.
Oh, yes, you do. As do I. You were under too great a pressure, your career and your family. You couldn't take any more. The judges will take that into account.
This has to be a joke. I've never killed anyone. It's a mistake.
Leave the credit of the case to Lestrade. It will be better that the journalists point their fingers of derision at him. Keep your conclusions a secret. You cannot arrest the statue.
So, you believe in the curse?
Well, I have no other explanation, but I beg you to keep the outcome of this case a secret. No one needs to know my failure.
As you wish, Holmes. But why are we here?
If this curse is the cause of Zacharias' death, then it may strike again. I requested of the authorities that Marley's foundry be used to destroy all of the Mayan statues that can be found in London.
What? Destroy all of them? My God. So, you believe in the curse?
Let's not talk about it. I've passed the case on to Inspector Lestrade. It's better that the press laugh at him than me.
But why are we here?
If this curse is the cause of Zacharias' death, then it may strike again. I requested of the authorities that Marley's foundry be used to destroy all of the Mayan statues that can be found in London.
What? Destroy all of them? My God.
Shall we?
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat. Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Together, and it's 1895. So Blinkhorn died this year. Okay. How am I supposed to figure this out?
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. Learn more about Bernard Marley. Okay. The only thing I can do is go back home.
Possum Street.
2 large boxes. A drawing of Takun Umar. No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statute. This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry.
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Something large and heavy was dragged here. 2 large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Takun Umar's statue. Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson. Caitlin's at Miss Alice's playing the piano. She'd disobey me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me, Watson.
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
I do hope that bone has no connection to Watson's medical practice. I can't help myself. I must open this letter. Miss Alice planned to live here because of me. I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible. I need something to apply the glue. That's it.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony. How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost frightened me.
You won't say that. Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her,
What?
we all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice, come back in. I can do it. See? You're wonderful.
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secrets, or for her to be unhappy. I have to go inside now.
Yeah, her manipulation really made me not like her at all whatsoever. She can burn for all I care.
Ah, Holmes, I entirely forgot. There's a man corresponding to the photograph who is a regular visitor at the Hospital for Tropical Diseases. His name is James Byron.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him, but you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague. Holmes, we have to go to the hospital.
Wait.
Watson, stay alert, and you'll need to be quiet.
Why are we here? I'm at the foundry. I went to the...
I need to finish here first.
Oh, damn. I did not mean to come here.
This door is securely locked. I must find another way in.
Yeah. Ew.
Whoa. Whoa.
Holmes, I'm here. Can you let me in?
Marley is obviously an avid student of mechanics.
Oh god. This is another one. This is a
There's a recurring theme that connects all of these sculptures.
slightly difficult level. I see the getting gas effects from Hunter.
Obviously for a dagger. Mayan period, I think. A slot. It appears to be part of some mechanism. I'll need a dagger to work the mechanism. A Mayan pyramid.
We need to hurry and find out what Mr. Marley is hiding.
I need to finish here first. I hope this dagger fits. Another statue of Tikkun Uman.
We need to hurry and find out what Mr. Marley is hiding.
So, Bernard Marley built a mechanical globe. This globe has space inside. It should be possible to open it. Locked. Locked. Marley dismantled these alarm clocks for their parts.
I hate this one.
It can move, but a part of the mechanism is missing. Be careful, Watson, unless you want to be speared by Tekun Uman.
Oh, got it. The club statue of Tekun Uman was an automaton. Not possible to build an automaton with such a precise moving mechanism.
It seems we found the key to the safe.
I know I am the chosen one. Tekun Uman wants to use me for his purpose. Oh God, protect me. I don't want to die.
A piece of a map in metal. This object evidently connects to something else.
Shoulder.
This part is in solid gold. It's worth a fortune. The statue is in 3 parts. Only the gold is original. Marley must have reconstructed the other 2. It's almost daylight. The workers will be here soon. It's time to leave.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Bernard Marley truly believes that he is the chosen one to do the crucified bidding. Bernard Marley is the friend of Holmes who is trying to protect himself from him. He cannot be the chosen one.
This should be the right place. Our man might be here.
Oh, Dr. Watson, may I help you?
Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
Ah, Byron. Yes, he's in a bad way. You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side.
That isn't our man.
Mr. Byron?
More doctors? Please. I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
Albeit is around 45 years of age, he is an archaeologist and an ex-member of the Archaeological Club. He is believed to be deceased by the other members of the club. During Albie's expedition to South America, he suffered disease that attracted his eye. Albie lost his arm many years ago under unknown circumstances. He has a drug dependency and regularly visits an opium den near a crowded market. He has chain mark upon his body.
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong. I've never left London.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Tecuna man! Dr. Baird! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation. This address is almost invisible.
Hospital for tropical disease, Mr. Byron, address Oak Street, 1B. Mr. Byron, Miss Dr. Brunt is pleased to confirm your appointment on 23rd November. Please aim to arrive very early morning. Dr. Baird, how about tropical disease?
He recently purchased Chinese tobacco. Our man passed by a circus.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings.
Holmes, it seems that Albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him.
Did you find Albiet's house on the map?
Thanks to the information I obtained at the hospital, I can now deduce where Albiet is hiding. We know that Albiet paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also purchased some Chinese tobacco. Let's find a place in London where all four elements are close together. Now we need to find a street name ending in OOK.
Hard to find this thing when it is a very small word. Okay. Here we go.
Here it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found Albiet's flat.
Get tire.
What should we do next, Holmes?
God, how do you keep
Help! Do you hear that? Quick, we have to open this door.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
Do you hear that? Quick, we have to open this door.
No! Please help! Please help! Help! No! Please help!
This table could serve as cover. If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me.
That took too long. I can't see him.
Watson, cover me! Locked.
Oh yeah, this.
Watson, come here. He's behind the screen. Our assailant escaped using this rope. Our attacker escaped through this skylight.
They're small enough to fit too.
Kill me!
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence?
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues. Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago?
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how, I only have flashes of memory, but by some miracle I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time, but at last I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career, and my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekun Man's revenge.
You are aware of Zacharias's murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear.
Aptly?
Well, he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekun Man? Whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate.
There's a locked door on the first floor. May I have the key for it?
All right, but there's nothing interesting inside. Well, thank you again for saving me.
A statue was once here. Now it's missing. It appears that the missing statue may have escaped via the window in the roof. The iron mounting rod is broken. The surface is damaged. Albiet's wife and son, I presume.
I, Claudio Yao Ignacio da Silva, give full rights and freedom to Albiet Dipe and Baodambo from this day forth for him and his descendants. My love, I understand your pain, but please know that my decision was made only to protect you. How could I return to the real world? For if anyone should discover this terrible shame of this failed expedition and my enslavement, it would dishonor our son's name forever. It would be better that my memory remains in Tekun Uman's temple. I came back to see you for the last time. I intend to die alone with my precious collections, my lifetime's result of archaeology. One friend of mine who is a bailiff will help handle the sales. You will receive all their income. Please try not to be unhappy. My death will be a release. I have made arrangements for my burial. Goodbye to you, my dears. I hope that you might forgive me and you are able to finally lead happy lives, my only wish.
This bed is very small. The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly. 1894. This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala. This model forms a part of another, larger model.
That's a lot of incense he has lit.
There's a little bed in the small room. It's been used.
Well, it is for my son Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. Upon my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you?
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is a life with a crippled father? They will lose me again.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
How? It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tekenu Man's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple?
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions. But I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work.
It's possible to complete the model of Tekunu-Man's temple. Here you go. Albeit could only build a model of the final pyramid in the century. It wasn't necessary for Albeit to enter the pyramid in order to construct this model. He could use his imagination. Sold a small structure, perhaps Albia's son, could pass through the tiny window Bernard Marley believes in the curse and adapts his statues as killing automatrons in the hope that he may become the chosen one. Arrest Bernard. He did not hesitate to kill due to his superstitious belief. This is insane and requires treatment. It would be better to send him to a sanitarium.
Tekun strike again?
No, which you know very well. Because you are the killer arm of this so-called curse.
Me? No, I'm not. I don't believe in any of that rubbish.
I have no choice but to hand you over to the justice, Mr. Marley.
What's happened? Did someone else die? Did Tekun strike again?
Tekun Uman has been avenged, Mr. Marley. It's over now. The fear is over. You have only to follow us.
Follow you? But why?
Don't worry, you're not responsible. There are specialists who will take care of you. They will help you.
No, I'm not crazy. No, it's you who's the lunatic.
That building. Use the club model to discover why the expedition members are afraid to discuss what happened in Tekun temple. I know, I have hiccups. I'm This purse? Nope, nobody. This purse? Ah! Okay, he's too busy trying to fight it. I'm trying to get this sneak up. I'm trying to get my microphone.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation. I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Some bits are missing.
Pretty dope. I like this. This is the fun part too. This is another fun part. This is awesome. This is so awesome. I enjoy this. Ah. This is my favorite. Oh, I actually particularly hate this one. This is a trial and error type of thing, and I hate it so much.
treasure of Tikkun Uman. This is the statuette that Bernard Marley, Sir Charles and Zacharias all shared. No keyhole or handle. There must be a way. The calendar. It was here. So Zacharias, Sir Charles, and Marley have all known about this from the beginning.
They should both go to prison. Azal Abiat. Abiat would die soon. He is no longer able to kill anyone else. His short accomplice was used as a live weapon. They should be allowed to remain free. But I'll show you now.
Mr. Albeit. Oh, you're here with your son.
Yes, obviously.
We have to talk with you, and it involves the police.
I see. Gulliver, go across the road to Mrs. James. This is an adult conversation.
Hold on just 1 second, please.
A pygmy?
As I suspected. Albeit brought him back from Brazil. You were both slaves there and you escaped together, am I correct?
You are. We are companions through life to death. He's more like a brother to me.
It's clear enough now. You and your accomplice are guilty to the murder of Zacharias Greystoke.
They had to pay for what they did. If only I'd had the time to get all of them. But Gulliver only did what I told him.
It's for the judge to decide that. But given the nature of judges, I doubt that he will be lenient towards a pygmy who kills an Englishman.
Again, if I wasn't going the route of, in this
Mr. Albeit. Oh, you're here with your son.
Yes, obviously.
We have to talk with you, and it involves the police.
I see. Gulliver, go across the road to Mrs. James. This is an adult conversation.
Hold on just 1 second, please.
A pygmy?
As I suspected. Albeit brought him back from Brazil. You were both slaves there and you escaped together, am I correct?
You are. We are companions through life to death. He's more like a brother to me.
So he's the murderer?
But he was merely obeying his master.
Yes, I'm the one who planned the murder. I'm the one responsible.
You wanted them to pay for what they did to you.
True. Now I don't care what happens to me. I'll be dead soon. But Gulliver, you have to let him go.
I wasn't planning to arrest you, only that we might know the truth. Although I regret that Gulliver must leave England and return to his own country.
Shame. But thank you, Mr. Holmes.